Hello students, welcome to my next online class. So in this video I am going to discuss the syllabus for your unit test, okay, which you have on 24th July 2020. So 24th July 2020 you have the physics test. So you see I have given in your WhatsApp group force and pressure, motion and energy, these two chapters, right? So rest and motion, or the force and pressure, both are same chapter. So force and pressure, motion and energy, these two chapters you have to prepare very nicely, okay? So make sure you don't skip the test, because if you don't give your test then you will be marked absent, and these marks will be recorded in your result, right, in your report card. So make sure you give the test, and if you have not bought your books, you go and fetch your books first, okay? So before unit test, if you get your books, then it will be good for you, okay, to revise. Now let's see, in this chapter, that is force and pressure, that is motion, what are the topics you have to read. That means you will be reading question and answer of these two chapters very nicely. Now while going through the question and answer, you see these topics you have to read very nicely, okay? The topics which I have written here, that is motion. What is motion? Next, what is rest? What are the types of motion? So there are different types of motion, right? So that different types of motion you have to learn, okay? Translatory motion, rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, vibratory motion. So these are the different types of motion, just the definition, okay? Definition you will learn different types of motion. Next, uniform and non-uniform speed. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, we know it is known as uniform speed. Similarly, if a body covers unequal distances in equal interval of time, then we say it is non-uniform speed. Similarly, average speed, the total distance covered by an object by total time taken, is called average speed. So only the definitions you will go through, right? Uniform, non-uniform speed, average speed, distance, displacement. Distance, the total path traveled by a body, is called distance. The shortest distance between initial and final point is called displacement, right? So like these definitions you will get: distance, displacement, speed, velocity, average velocity, acceleration, mass and weight. And next you learn their SI unit, SI as well as CGS. Like if I say what is the unit of distance, then you will say meter. What is the CGS unit of distance? That means centimeter. Similarly, displacement is meter, speed is meter per second, and CGS unit centimeter per second. Velocity and speed unit same, that is meter per second. Acceleration meter per second square, okay? Mass and weight differences you will learn very nicely. Difference between mass and weight: mass is a scalar quantity, weight is a vector quantity, okay? So mass remains same everywhere, but weight varies from place to place. So like this difference is already given in your book, that one you will go through, right? And also the numericals, you see I have solved few numericals. From their numericals I will be setting questions, okay? The number will be changed. Make sure you practice nicely, okay? The questions type will be same, but the numbers I will change, okay? Now this was first chapter, that is force and pressure, motion chapter. These are the topics you have to learn. Next, you see we have energy chapter. In this chapter you will go through the definition of energy, okay? Forms of energy, there are different forms of energy: potential energy, kinetic energy, right, and heat energy, sound energy. So these are different forms of energy. These forms of energy you will learn their example also, okay? Like light energy, heat energy, chemical energy, okay? So these different forms of energy definition you will learn. And energy transformation, in your book you will find that there is one table, okay? Like battery converts what energy to what, that means chemical energy to electrical energy. An electric bulb converts which energy, transformation of which energy takes place here, that means electrical energy to light and heat energy, okay? A candle, when you burn a candle, what happens? A chemical energy converts to heat and light. So like this transformation of energy chart is there, that chart you will learn, okay? I may keep question in this suppose in a battery, which energy converts into which energy, means what is the energy transformation in battery, then you have to write chemical energy converts to electrical energy, like this, okay? So you have to learn the definition of energy transformation also, and that chart. And law of conservation of energy, okay? So that law is already given in your book. Energy cannot be created nor be destroyed, it gets transferred from one form to another, okay? Like in roller coaster, so what energy gets transferred here? So you see, first we push that roller coaster up to the hill. Now potential energy, now when you just push that from the height, then it will come in the slanting way in the inclined plane. That time potential energy converts to kinetic energy. Again kinetic energy converts to potential energy. Likewise, like a juggler when it's playing a ball, so when the ball goes up, potential energy is maximum. Now when it comes down, potential energy decreases and kinetic energy increases. So like this transformation of energy takes place. Okay, so in all the cases conservation of energy is there. So these two chapters, these are the topics you have to go through. Okay, so exercise questions you see, so maximum questions you will get from your exercise. So prepare the exercise questions very nicely. Okay, and make sure that you learn these topics very nicely. Okay, so that's all for today's class. So all the best for your unit test.